For Hurricane Irene. Say hello to my buddy Doug Lent from the American Red Cross right here.
Thanks for having me.
Local chapter. Listen, if we're not prepared after this earthquake for this hurricane, it's our own fault.
I'll say, yeah. We've had a lot of wake-up calls this week.
Absolutely. What should we do right now? You're saying get a 3-day supply.
Yeah, you got to have a 3-day supply if you're going to be sheltering at home, and that includes everything from food, water, medicines, everything that you normally take for granted.
All right, we got the bottled water right there. We got non-perishable food right there. What do you, just little cans so you can store, huh?
Good rule of thumb with water is 1 gallon of water per person per day. Reason for that is because you're not just using this for drinking, you're going to be using it for hygiene possibly too. All
right, we've got the food. You also have the radio there?
Yep, the radio is essential. You know, a battery-powered thing in case the power goes out, so you can stay abreast of where the storm is, where the shelters are, and all that kind of stuff,
Got the first aid kit?
First aid kit. First aid kit is a must. You got to have one of those. It's a little late now, but it's important to get trained in how to use it too. So take a first aid and CPR class too.
Make sure you have a flashlight, but make sure you have batteries in the flashlight.
Absolutely. Extra batteries are a must. I like to also have things like prescription medications that are extra. I got a 1.5-year-old at home, so I want to have extra finger foods, extra diapers, all that stuff that you don't think about.
All right, what's in this bag?
Okay, these are your toiletries. So you got soap, water, shaving cream, shampoo. That's in case you're going to be hitting the road and you're going to take off and go to a shelter.
You know, a lot of people think, I'll just make it through. All I need is make it through one night because the grocery stores will be open tomorrow.
Not the case. You know, as we've seen in the past, this can last for several days. So a good rule of thumb, 3-day supply of emergency equipment.
And I noticed you brought the backpack, and that's a pretty easy place to store it. Just have it right by the front door, right?
Exactly. You have it there at home if you're staying there, or you can throw it in the car if you're going somewhere, or if you're going to your local shelter.
All right, give me the advice, because during our earthquake, when we couldn't call on our cell phone, our cell phones weren't worth a dime, but we had to resort to texting and getting on Facebook and stuff like that. What would your advice be?
Well, Charlie was just talking about all the wonderful apps that are out there. The Red Cross has a great app for iPhone that'll show you where all the shelters are that are open. So those are good. Check out our Twitter feed so you can let folks know. There's a website that the Red Cross runs called Safe and Well. So that's someplace that you can log into, and your family, your friends can look on there and make sure that you're okay. It's a way of getting the message out.
We're not the only ones preparing. We've got all our other states. Have you been in contact with up and down the East Coast?
Yeah, right now we have 15 emergency vehicles that are parked in the Frederick chapter of the Red Cross that have come here from other states. So we're already seeing people come into Central Maryland and all around Maryland that are ready to go. But, you know, we've got whatever we need already right here. We've got a tractor trailer that came in today that has enough equipment for an 800-person shelter, and this is all on top of the supplies that we normally have. So the Red Cross is ready for whatever comes.
Do you think the earthquake hitting was a blessing in disguise, getting us ready for Hurricane Irene?
I don't know about that. It was certainly a wake-up call for a lot of people, because we always say you never know when this can happen.
Well, I want to get back to this. When I remember that bill, when my house was shaking, I said, well, where are all my important papers?
Right.
They could have been all over the front lawn.
Yeah. So another good thing to put in your disaster preparedness kit is copies of your insurance, extra copies of your driver's license, things like that, so that you have all that stuff if you're not at home, if you're at the shelter and you need to contact the authorities.
All right, Doug Lent from the American Red Cross, our local chapter. Please keep us safe, will you?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for all the great advice.
All right,
Kelly.
care.
All right, and pack it up.